Enzo Fernandez stressed his new role in the Chelsea midfield this season. Enzo Fernandez insisted he would operate slightly higher for Chelsea than last season. Chelsea midfielder Enzo Fernandez has revealed that he is preparing to play the role of the midfield, which is slightly more advanced for the season that will begin on Sunday for the Blues. This is what the midfielder said about this situation and the next season. "We talked a little about everything, where I felt the most comfortable. Actually, I like to play loose, and the function that I will fulfill this year is playing double 5, but a little more loose, trying not to have the responsibilities that I had last season. Playing 5 now, with 5 more players beside me. Obviously I will have more freedom, but without reducing position, in the sense that I also have to survive. We must help the team that way." The problem with Fernandez is that it feels rather awkward because he is almost asked to operate as a solo defensive midfielder whose main task is to destroy the opponent's attack and play a simple pass for more technical players in the team to create opportunities or score goals, while the 22-year-old player mostly did not have a problem in doing that. He could be physically found in the Premier League. In addition, technically he is a fantastic player who should play a little closer to the final third of the opponent than his. The most recent from saga Moises Caicedo, who was crazy with Chelsea's offer, finally entered. The story of Moises Caicedo to Chelsea has become one of the craziest transfer stories ever recorded so far, and Chelsea are really involved. Of course, the Blues have tried to recruit Brighton midfielders throughout the summer and were criticized for not completing it. And this has led to the efforts of piracy by Liverpool, which they ironically play tomorrow in their Premier League opening match. Rollercoaster has been in the last 2 days, with the pendulum swinging in and out of supporting Chelsea to land the players, with that now again benefit them, apparently, according to a reliable inside person. Nathan Gissing, Chelsea's offer of £115 million for Caicedo finally entered. Cases ideally want to join Chelsea, and that is another reason why it benefits them, and transfer expert Fabrizio Romano got the latest news about it last night. Another reliable person who was right above this agreement, the secret scout, has more positive news about this one. Chelsea and Brighton tonight are compiling a payment structure for Caicedo transfer. Caicedo has sent a message to the Chelsea players: "See you again." They want to give him at Stamford Bridge on Sunday against Liverpool. Liverpool's target Romeo Lavia can join Chelsea. 90 Minutes has reported that Chelsea almost completed an agreement with Southampton for the signing of Liverpool's target Romeo Lavia. The report claimed that Chelsea almost agreed to an agreement of £55 million with Southampton for Lavia. Reporter Ben Jacobs has reported on Twitter that Lavia has agreed to personal requirements with Chelsea. Lavia agreed to personal requirements with Chelsea, showing that she had decided not to try to join Liverpool. According to 90 Minutes, Southampton wants £50 million for Lavia, while Liverpool are not ready to pay that number, and Chelsea are willing to pay £55 million for the teenager. This shows that Chelsea are more determined to contract Lavia than Liverpool, so we were not surprised that the 19-year-old player had decided to move to Chelsea now and had a personal agreement with the former UEFA Premier League and Champions League champions. PSG was open to let Neymar out because Chelsea were involved in the transfer discussion. Chelsea Football Club has held a discussion with Paris Saint-Germain about the potential for summer transfer for star striker Neymar. The conversation came because PSG was open to the possibility of separating from the superstar. Neymar's desire to leave the French club was known, and while his contract was still 3 years left, a suitable offer could make him leave. With 3 years left in Neymar's contract, worth more than €30 million net per season, his departure raises significant financial challenges for the interested parties. However, the latest report shows that Chelsea is one of the clubs involved in long-term negotiations with representatives of Neymar. However, it must be known in advance, Neymar is hampered by recurring injuries. Last season, an ankle injury he suffered in February ended his campaign prematurely. At the age of 31 years, the history of the attacker's injury raised a concern for Chelsea, has the potential to influence their decision to invest in players with a history of fitness challenges. Furthermore, the absence of Chelsea from the Champions League this year could have an impact on Neymar's interest in joining the club. The Chelsea star wants to leave the club this summer, wanting to join former boss Thomas Tuchel in Bayern Munich. Chelsea goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga is targeting Bayern Munich, a step driven by his desire to rejoin with former coach Thomas Tuchel and fill the giant is called an emergency, fighting with the crisis of the goalkeeper. With his injury Manuel Neuer and out of the commission until 2024 and some decent options in the squad, Bayern's difficulty made them lack a reliable goalkeeper, with Sven Ulreich as the only exception, unable to find a regular starter. Former Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel seems to focus his energy on his former employer, with Arrizabalaga emerged as the main target. According to a recent report from Sky Sports Germany, via CFCPYS, he has told Chelsea that he wants to go to Bayern. This happened after journalist Florian Plettenberg revealed that the official offer for Kepa loans had been placed on the table. However, it has the potential to develop into a permanent agreement. Chelsea's dream of ending the summer transfer window when Lavia, Caicedo, and Alice joined. Chelsea's dream: enter Moises Caicedo from Brighton, Michael Olise from Crystal Palace, Giorgio Mamardashvili from Valencia, and Romeo Lavia from Southampton. Out: Conor Gallagher, Trevoh Chalobah, Kepa Arrizabalaga, Romelu Lukaku, and Hakim Ziyech. All the conversation for the past few days was about the battle of Chelsea and Liverpool to get Moises Caicedo from Brighton. The Reds saw the £110 million offer for the 21-year-old player received in the early Friday morning, but the midfielder never agreed to personal requirements with the Merseyside-based club. Caicedo explained from the beginning that he preferred to move to West London, and Chelsea now seems to be getting the man they are after in most of the summer transfer windows. Finally, the story seems to be over. If Chelsea can really complete the agreement and bring Caicedo to the bridge, then it will be the result of a dream for all supporters who have invested so much in what has turned into a big drama. Also, Romeo Lavia is expected to sign from Southampton. Chelsea are very confident they can bring the Belgian international to the club after positive negotiations with the Saints on Friday afternoon. Meanwhile, Michael Olise from Crystal Palace is someone who is in great demand by Chelsea at this time and is considering recruiting the talented Frenchman. The 21-year-old winger still has a 3-year contract remaining in Eagles but wants to move from Selhurst Park this summer. On the other hand, Chelsea are open to allowing Kepa Arrizabalaga to leave the club following the arrival of Robert Sanchez from Brighton. Kepa was interested in Bayern Munich, who would bring him to a loan agreement for 1 season with an option to buy, something that was considered open to being accepted by Chelsea. If this really happens, then it will trigger Chelsea in action in the goalkeeper sector. The club's main target seems to be Giorgio Mamardashvili from Valencia. After studying international Georgia intensively towards the end of last season, Conor Gallagher is also expected to be sold. The English international has a lot of interest from other places in the Premier League, including Tottenham. Boss Spurs Ange Postecoglou is understood as a heavy admirer of Gallagher, and that is a step that can be visited later in the transfer market. Trevoh Chalobah can also be lowered before the summer transfer window is closed. Football London has reported throughout the summer that the 24-year-old defender is open to leave Chelsea but will not actively encourage to move from the club. That feeling is also mutually beneficial, with the Blues open to the offer after the signing of Axel Disasi recently. Prediction of the starting lineup for Chelsea vs Liverpool Premier League match week 1. Formation 4-2-3-1. Goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga. Right back Reece James. Left back Ben Chilwell. Center back Thiago Silva. Center back Levi Colwill. Defensive midfielder Enzo Fernandez. Defensive midfielder Conor Gallagher. Attacking midfielder Chukwuemeka. Right winger, Noni Madueke. Left wingers, Michailo Mudryk. Striker, Nicholas Jackson. Okay guys, that's the prediction for the starting lineup for Chelsea versus Liverpool. What do you think? Don't forget to write your opinion in the comments column.